It's finally here. Draft lottery night. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. It's draft lottery night, finally. And I'm screaming that out to nobody. Hopefully, people will show up. Everybody and his uncle is doing draft lottery show tonight. So this is mine. So we're about a half hour early. The actual draw starts at 6:30. It shouldn't take that long, about a half hour, and we'll find out finally where Montreal's going to pick, where everybody's going to pick for the top 16. Or no, I guess the top 16 picks in the round, and the bottom 16 teams in the league. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. We've been talking about this for forever. We hope for some good luck. Montreal sits at 5 right now. Will they stay there? They're more than likely going to move back 1 into 6. That's the highest percentage. And they could drop back to 7. That's the farthest they can go back, depending on who wins the 2 lotteries. We'll see. Let's see. What else can I say about this? Well, let me show you the odds. Here's the odds. Here's the Habs odds here. So for them to get first overall, they've got an 8.5% chance. Second overall, 8.6%. Third is a 0.3% chance. They have a 0% chance at fourth. They'll 24.5% to stay at fifth, 44% that they'll be at sixth, and 14.2% that they'll be at seventh. And the good thing in this draft is if they don't win one of the 2 lotteries. Whether they're picking 5th, 6th, or 7th, there's going to be good players there. I don't think that's to worry about at all. Good offensive forward players, and that's all we can ask for. We could ask to win the first pick and get Celebrini, but all right. So if you're here, say hi, and we'll talk about. I mean, this lottery. We can talk about the playoffs, whatever you want to talk about. Let's see who's here. Guru, first in. Hey, Guru, how's it going, man? Savvy, how's it going, Savvy? Good to see you out there. We need to win the first pick. No, it's not we need to win. It would be great if we do, but we don't need to. I don't agree that we need to. If Utah wins, they say it's rigged. Yeah. The thing is, if it's not rigged, Utah could win. So it's, hard to tell. Is it rigged? It's funny because in our chat group, all the guys at tPuckWithMedia, we were talking just before about the fact that it's probably, in our opinions, somewhat rigged. And I don't know how to describe that, but I don't think it's rigged. If it is rigged, I hope it's rigged for Montreal, but it's not. And if it was rigged, then why did Montreal get the first pick 2 years ago, right? I mean, I don't know. Hey, Andre, how's it going? So there was a leaked photo of their rehearsal, let's say. And it shows San Jose and Utah with the top 2 picks. But, I mean, it was rehearsal. They don't actually make the picks till just before. I mean, I think at 5:45, they actually do the picks. They verify them and certify them or whatever, and then the show goes on at 6:30. It takes a few minutes to do the picks. It's a numbers combination thing, and it's a machine, and it's all kinds of complicated a little bit. But I don't know that it's rigged. We'll see. I think now that it got leaked that it said San Jose and Utah, they almost cannot have that happen. Right? I mean, because then it's really going to look rigged. So now they might be in a bit of a conundrum in that, well, what do we do? If it comes out, what if it comes out that way in the official try? I mean, I don't know. Whoever leaked it, probably going to get a lot of shit for that. All right. If you have any questions about anything you want, related to this or to hockey, to the Habs, to the playoffs, listen, if I can answer it, I'm here for that. I'd like to promote our podcast we did last night. It is out there. There is a link in the description to the podcast site in general. If you click that, you'll find the new podcast. Simple. It's just that the podcast went out after I made this, so it's not there. Hey there, Phil. How's it going? Filibuster. That just came out naturally. I haven't really used that in a while. All right, so predictions. Everybody that's here, who do you think gets? I'll say, where do you think Montreal ends up? My prediction is they drop to 6th. I think they're going to end up at 6th, and if not 6th, then they win. So to me, it's 1 or 6, but more than likely 6. I'd love to hear your opinions, though. I'd love that. I will love that if that happens there, Phil. I would say first, though, more than likely it's going to be 6th. But I do have a good I like their chances. I don't see why they can't get first. I don't see why. I don't think that the league says no, Canadian teams can't have it. I don't think that's how it works. Like I said, if that's the case, Montreal wouldn't have gotten slapped. Simple. The leak list said 6th. I think what they might have showed there somewhat, I mean, that's the more likely place for them to land. So I don't think that just because the leak thing there showed Montreal 6th, that's not going to happen. It's those first two. Hey there, Matt Greer. How's it going? You're calling for 2nd? I'm happy with 2nd. Honestly, I'm happy with 2nd. And the chance for 1st or 2nd, basically the same number. 8.5 for 1st, 8.6 for 2nd. I mean, that's basically the same. Yeah. I mean, I'm also saying I'll take whatever because I really want them to get a Ginla. Now, that's if they don't get 1st or 2nd. And I think 5th, 6th, or 7th, I think we get a Ginla, especially if it's 7th. I think for sure if they're at 7th, I think we're getting a Ginla. 5th or 6th, they might go for someone else. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for good player. Wherever we land, they draft a good player. That's all I'm hoping for in the end. Anyway, we'll find out. This time, Matt should be joining me at some point. Last year and the year before, I wasn't able to get the actual broadcast to see. So this year I've got Sportsnet, the package there. So I get the show, and we'll find out together, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, say hi. Let me know where you think Montreal's going to end up. And anything else that you may, question you might want to know. How do they get to this? The results, if I can answer, I will answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll lie. That's all. Because, everybody does that now. No, I won't lie about it. If I know, I know. If I don't, I don't. There was a picture posted on. Yes, I just talked about that. JFed. Okay, you must have just come in. Yeah, so that was rehearsal because they didn't actually make the picks till I think 25 minutes ago. But it got leaked, this thing, and kind of puts them in a bind if it comes out San Jose, Utah looks rigged. Phil, I hope I'm not counting on us winning the first pick because that way, if they don't get it, I won't be disappointed. If they do get it, I'll be, the word left me. I'll be super excited. Hey, Lucas, number 1. I hope they get number 1. I do. I'm just not expecting it. That's all. or number 2. I think they'll end up at 6. And believe me, 6 is going to be fine. There's some really good defensemen in this draft. Some of those guys are going to go ahead of 6 or 5. And by the time Montreal picks, there'll be somebody there that everybody likes. No, I think, Matt, if they move up and get first or second, I don't see them trading down. You could say that it gets them this and that, and I get that, but I mean, I don't know if they turn down the player that's there. Because that player could be the difference between another 1 or 2 years in a rebuild. Well, Pauline, I don't agree with that. Welcome to the channel. Gedon, hey Gedon, how's it going? Would Celebrini been ahead of Fantilli from last year? I think so. I think it would have been last year. It would have been the guy that got it for Bedard and then Celebrini. Well, Pauline, why? Explain why should they remove the draft lottery? I mean, I don't understand why they should remove it. They may be able to, maybe they can tweak it to make it a little better, but I don't see why they should remove it. Hey there, Mick, how's it going? Why can't they do the draw live? Well, I don't know 100% the answer to that, to be honest with you. I do know it takes a little bit of time, and I don't know. I don't really know the answer. I don't disagree with you. I really don't. I'd like to see it live as well, but it's not, and I don't believe it's rigged. As much as you want to, I want to say it is with Chicago last year, but I mean, I think what they should have done is not allowed Chicago to be in that draw, but they did, and they won. And I don't think it's rigged. I'm not into conspiracy theories, and not everything is a conspiracy theory. Well, I know there's somebody that I follow, I believe. I don't know if I follow or someone I follow follows him. And I believe I follow him. And he has been asked by the NHL to help to make sure that it's all in the up and up. He's there, showed a picture, talked about it. I don't know. So they do have people like that, I guess, there. The FIFA soccer is done live. Good for I can't speak to that. The NHL should just randomly give the pick whatever finish position of the team every year. You mean the NHL should give it? No, that I don't agree with. Then you want rigged? That would be rigged, probably. When it starts at 6:30, so and then I imagine they go for a half hour. They'll start at 16, I guess, and they'll show who's there, and they work their way down, and then you can see if a team isn't where they're supposed to be, they either got pushed back or they won. Yeah, I mean, FIFA is about as corrupt as you can be, right? I mean, like, you shouldn't really mention FIFA for anything. They send the best prospect to the worst team every single time. But I mean, it's inherent in the fact that the worst team has the best chance to win. So just going by that, more often than not, the worst team or one of those in the bottom are going to win. Yeah, JFed's got it. It's not just a straight draw, right? It's number comment. They draw numbers, 5 or 6, And then that's said there's preset codes for the teams. So depending on how the combination of numbers comes out, who wins the first one, who wins the second one. I mean, that's how it works. From what I understand. A lot of people are going to be mad when Hawks win it again. Yeah, me. I'm going to be mad if the Hawks win it again. They should have been taken out of that. That's fine, but I don't believe in every conspiracy that people come up with. Sorry. Somehow Toronto will win. That's yeah. Then it's definitely rigged. Yeah, I'm not going to buy into the fact, or not. It's not a fact. Into the theory that it's rigged here. I mean, you can believe that. Everyone's allowed to believe what they want, but there's no proof that it isn't rigged. But I don't think there's any proof that it is either, right? So, on what proof we going by? And hence the conspiracy theory. We're getting closer. Let's see what I got. I got a couple of things here. I don't know if it's going to be interesting or not. Let's see what I got. I've got, what is this thing? So this is the odds for everybody. Okay. San Jose, 18.5% to win. Chicago, 13.5. Anaheim, 11.5. Columbus, 9.5. Montreal, 8.5. Utah, 7.5. Ottawa, 6.5. Seattle, 6. Calgary, 5. Jersey, 3.5. Buffalo, 3. Flyers, 2.5. Now, if the Flyers win it, they can only move up 10 spots. And they are in 11th, so that means they can only move up to 2 at the highest. Minnesota, 2%. And the same for Minnesota, they can only move up 10. Pittsburgh, 1.5%. They can only move up 10. Red Wings and St. Louis, 0.5%. So don't confuse that percentage with if they could win first overall. They can't. They can win the first lottery, and they can only move up 10 spots at the most. So I've got to remember that. What is this here? This is the ranking. Bob McKenzie's rankings for the top 15 prospects that he thinks will go in the draft. He knows they won't go necessarily in that order. Here they are from top to bottom. Macklin Celebrini, Ivan Demidov, Anton Silayev. It's really small. I'm going to just go last names. Lev Shunov, Caden Lindstrom, Sam Dickinson, Zane Parek. I don't know how it's pronounced. Zeev Bayam. Nice, I said going only with the last names, eh? Consta Helenius, Ty Ginla, or Tidge. I don't know how it's pronounced exactly. I thought I saw someone break it down phonetically to Ty. Berkeley Catton, Carter Yakimchuk, Cole Iserman, Beckett Seneca, or Seneki, I think it is. He could surprise and go higher than that. From what I'm hearing, I don't know much about him yet. And then Trevor Connolly rounds it out to 15. Why 15 and not 16? Bob McKenzie explains that, and it is complicated, and I am not getting involved in that complication. And we're joined by Matt. Hey, Matt.
What's up?
A little bit early?
Good. Yeah, a little bit. But you to pop in.
I thought you were going to be here like just near the end of when they're going to announce it.
No.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I am. No, I'm just joking.
What'd you make of that picture that Gucci posted on Twitter?
Which one?
When they were rehearsing.
Yeah,
see
I mean,
it?
there's a lot of people are talking about it, and it's brought all the conspiracy theorists out to say that it's rigged. So now it does kind of bring up this. It's a bit of a conundrum now for the league that if that is how it works out, it looks rigged.
Well, exactly.
So
Like if that is how if that is how it's worked out, how it works out, then
they
like
got to change it and rig it.
If I'm one of the other teams, I demand a redraw because
right, because if it kind of is like then they got to change it either themselves and go, well, we'll do this, blah, or redraw, right? But because otherwise it looks rigged. So the guy who leaked it, I'm sure they gave him shit about that.
Oh
He
yeah,
might have
that's
got
John
fired. I
Buccigross.
mean, that puts them in a conundrum if it actually comes out like that. So okay, you look good. You look good, Matt. You're fine. You look so handsome, Matt. Don't worry about the hat. Just joking now. Joking because he doesn't look handsome, but that's beside the point. Vezina Trophy finalists are Bobrovsky, Thatcher Demko, and Connor Hellebuck. So that was announced, I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago. But what came out today these are the Hart Trophy finalists. And if you notice, no Austin Matthews. And why would that be? Because he has no goddamn place on that list.
True.
How's that? Nor does he have any place on the freaking Frank Selke trophy list.
Oh, I saw that. I couldn't believe that.
I mean, isn't the Selke trophy for a defensive forward?
That's defensive forward.
The only thing that's defensive about Austin Matthews is his character. I don't know what that means. Should have been offensive. I couldn't think of anything defensive. But seriously, Austin Matthews is a defensive forward?
I didn't think so, but apparently he is.
I've never thought so in his whole career. Anyway, so that's so far what's out. Let's go back to people because there's a lot of comments that I obviously haven't gotten to. Let's see. Let's get back here. I don't know where I was. I'm just trying to find where I was. Oh, right here. Okay. There are lawyers and other people present. It's not rigged. No, it's not rigged. I mean, listen, if it comes out that it's rigged, there's some reputations there that are on the line of companies that they don't
forget
want
the
that.
NHL. Any of the lawyers that have been present,
right.
I mean, that's
overseeing
bordering
that
on a disbarable offense.
Yeah, so it's not rigged.
No.
Yeah, I would bet it's not. Uzu. Giselle says, so worst case scenario, number 7. Second worst case, number 6. And normal case, number 5. I guess, but it's more likely they're going to be in 6 because, as we saw, they got a 44% chance to be at 6th.
True.
Aiken says, Matt. Doesn't say Rick, though. Just bug me, Aiken. Don't worry. They rehearse it before the draft? No, you're just going by a picture that got leaked. It didn't get leaked because there's a conspiracy.
Buccigross just wanted to put a picture up like, hey,
because we're doing. He didn't expect that.
When I saw that, I went, oh, he probably looked at that and went, oh shit, I got to take that down. And then he looked, and the NHL draft walked in with baseball bats and said, "You out of your damn mind." There's somebody
that I follow on Twitter, and he's been posting that he's been asked, one of the people that have been asked by the NHL to witness it, to be there to oversee and witness that everything is on the up and up. Apparently there's multiple people doing that as well. So, I think it's on the up and up. That's a lot of people to be involved in a conspiracy that you don't want to come out.
Yeah.
However you want to think, that's a lot of people.
No, it is. Like I said, I mean, it's a lot of reputations on the line. I mean, if you're a lawyer, you witness this and then you lie about it, you're disbarred.
Yeah, lawyers aren't allowed to lie about things. They get caught lying about things, official things, yeah, you get disbarred.
Yeah, no, you get in a
We
lot
watch
of
Suits.
trouble.
We watch Suits enough. We know this, right?
No, but no, seriously, like something
I
like
know
that,
it's
where
true.
like they have to like
No, it's true.
legally certify something. If it's false, it's
Yeah,
disbarred.
yeah, that's a disbarable offense.
You're done, so.
Didn't something similar happen last year? I think they used the same excuse, and I think it did end up being different. Yeah, because they don't do the actual draw till 5:45, I think it is.
Yeah.
Unless it came
Like I
out
said,
like
it
at
takes because
3:30.
the delay between going live is because they got to certify everything. Like there's a bunch of people in that room that have to certify it. Like it's not just here's one sequence, bang, go tell them it's all right. Here it is. All right, you're good. Like, and they all have
Yeah.
to sign paperwork. It's a process once it's done.
If we end up picking third, there's a 0.3% chance we get third. So I would rule third and fourth out because fourth, there's 0%. There's no way to fourth.
How the hell would we get third?
You know, I heard it last year, how somebody explained it, and I don't remember. It's complicated, but there's a roundabout way for Montreal to get that. And I think it has to do with behind them. How it ends up, if a team like 15, 16 or something gets it somehow pushes them there. I don't know. It was weird, and I don't remember it, but there's a way, and they're not getting that. I mean, don't even think about that. It's almost like a miracle that happens. All right, hey Stan, how's it going? Should the Habs get number one? There will be a BU reunion with Zook. With Zook, you're talking about who's Zook? Suzuki? He went to BU? He didn't?
No, Suzuki didn't play college.
Yeah, he didn't. He was junior hockey. And Hudson and Celebrini.
Oh, Tuck. Probably tried to spell Tuck.
Oh, you're spelling Tuck. Okay, yes. Tuck, Hudson,
Luke. Don't sleep on Luke Tuck. I think he could be a really nice bottom six forward for this team. I really do. Luke Tuck.
Oh, Tuck. Okay. Because Austin Matthews is in the other undeserved category. Well, I said he's I don't know how did he get there? I don't know. Suzuki deserved it more. You got to figure in the coming years, Suzuki will be in that mention. I think at least mentioned, at least like regularly. If not, he'll win it probably one year. Because, his game is a lot like the first guy that, in my memory, that won that was not the typical, and that was Fedorov. Fedorov could put up points, but he was also a really good defensive forward. And that's what Nick Suzuki is.
Oh, yeah. What do we got? T-minus, I think less. Oh, no.
I don't know. I'm in commercial. I get it. I've got it. It comes with the package, this show, so. I got the show, man.
I got it on ESPN Plus, so I might end up being a little ahead of you. I don't know.
I get that. Well, it was just in case you didn't show up. I at least had it.
Remember, we want everything to go in order until 5, and then we want the Blue Jackets there. If the Blue Jackets are there, that means we move up.
Yeah. And if we moved up, means we got first or second.
Which means we got Demidov or Macklin Celebrini, which is very nice. Very nice. I like
Very nice.
I like.
And if not, we move back a little bit and we get Ty Ginla.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, regardless of how this ends up, we're going to get a really good forward. But, I'd love to win Celebrini. Oh, it'd be so sick. Like, the chemistry he already has with Lane Hudson. Like, it's,
Yeah, none of that's going to guarantee that we get him, though. So
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if we do end up winning him.
I'm going to scroll just a little bit down here, and I'm gonna pick. Oh, I like this one, Lucas. I did see TML. What's that? The Maple Leafs fans saying Matthews did transform his game this year to defend it, but I didn't watch enough of their games to see anything. No, Matthews is not not deserving of the Selke nomination. No. Quinn. Honestly, I don't like Matthews, but he isn't awful defensively. He's quite solid, but Selke? I don't think so. We draft first, gentlemen and ladies, if any. Yeah, I'd say I'm not going to say that because I don't want to.
Here we go. We are underway.
I'm still in commercial. You can't. Can you pause that to catch up to me?
I can, yeah. I don't know where you're at.
We're just starting now. Yeah, we can't line it up. Okay,
I know.
It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. It's not a game where there's a time and we can line it up. Too bad. Yeah, so it's on. They're just showing past first overall picks, I guess, leading up to this year. All right. So this is basically a highlights package kind of thing. There's my cursor. God damn cursor. Aiken's got to write rehearses in to make sure everything's good to go. That's right. No leak. They reposted it. No, the guy took it down after. It's normal. People.
Gucci took it down. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's a nothing burger. You're right. It's a nothing burger. Not rigged. I get you, Aiken. I agree.
No, it's not. I said it to Alex in the group chat. I'm like, it's not, because I remember that too. I'm like, they don't do the actual drawing until like about 5:30, 5:45. Obviously, we don't. Yeah. 5:45, but yeah. Oh, come on.
Suzuki reminds Frozen Columbus a lot of Sakic, his overall play. Jeez, I'm trying to think of that. You might be right on that. Great player, Sakic.
Oh, I have his Nordique. I have his Nordiques t-shirt.
You what? You have a Nordiques t-shirt?
Yeah, Sakic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it when I was in Quebec City.
X3J. Well, we can only hope. Hey, Joe. Yeah, Sakic. He says it right there. True captain of the team. Sakic was that. Great captain.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And also, when he first came up, and he was with the Nordiques before they moved, Sakic had his 100-point seasons on a shit ass team.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So there's no doubt Sakic was a great player, and that's a little like Nick, right? Oh. Putting up.
There they are. They have the boards. They're being walked to the stage.
They have the board. Okay, well, I'm about 10 seconds behind, so I'm used to it. What else is new? Let's hope for the best. One thing we know. What the hell are all those? One thing we know, can't go back further than 7th, which is nice. And they could go as high as 1st. Oh, yeah, there's everybody with their lottery. That's all that notifications of people like on YouTube I'm subscribed to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Harry let up. Harry's on. Hockey Guy. Goal Line Hockey. They're all on right now.
Grav's probably on.
You know what? I unfollowed Grav.
You unfollowed him?
Yeah, he did. There was a video he did. I did not like it. His lean on it. I can't even remember what it was, to be honest. I said, you know what? I just unfollowed him.
Yeah.
It was something controversial.
I think he does a good job. I mean, I do. There's been some takes that I've disagreed with, but I like what he does.
No, this was something that it really made me disagree. Like mad. It made me mad. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it was, to be honest with you. I'm in commercial. There. That was in dog language. We're going to translate, and that's the first announcement right there. Dog had it first. Ray, don't bark. Never follow anyone. Don't use Twitter, whatever it's called. Be happy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Then I would find out nothing. Okay? I don't engage much on there, but I use it for information. And I know there's a lot of misinformation. I'm pretty good at spotting that. But thanks for the advice. Don't do your job. Find a different way to do your job. I mean, is that really? But you're right about this, though. Yeah, I'd be a little happier not being on there. Some stuff on there pisses me off badly. Well, you do info your way, Phil. I do info my way. That's all. I'm not fully disagreeing with you. It's just I need it. That's all. But I'd be happier without most of the garbage on there, 100%. All right. I don't know. They're doing a lot of commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Reading articles is the key, except, well, half the writers, if you're going by mainstream media in Canada, yeah, I don't read any of that. Why? Because they're all liars. Plain and simple. Bought and paid for from the right wing. I don't read that garbage, so I'm sorry. You got to find where your information is accurate. And there's ways. They are milking the ads here, without a doubt, man. I think it's been 5 minutes of ads, it feels like. Ugh. Wow, we got something here. Why are they showing Vegas, though? They're not in Vegas. The hell's this?
No, the draft, because the draft is going to be in Vegas.
Oh, the draft itself, right? Okay. Because they're in Secaucus, New Jersey. I see a lot of balls. They're gonna show the shit they showed to begin. Like, oh, let's do it all over again. Show some more commercials, and then maybe we'll get to it. Matt, Phil wants to know what you did with your Win 98 PC.
I mean, I'm still using a laptop for now. I'm waiting for my PC to be built.
Are you wearing contacts? He wants to know.
No, my vision like got better. I think it happened to do with the weight I lost for the move and being able to keep it off. Like when I wear my glasses, my vision's worse. It's weird. I got to call my eye doctor.
Nothing wrong with getting better vision. Okay, I'm just seeing this board of TVs. It looks like the Brady Bunch. Here's a story of all the GMs. And they're sitting there waiting to find out. One of them will be a winner. And I don't have any more. Now 4. They're showing the bottom 4 teams. Utah. Oh, they went to Utah? They got fans in Utah already?
When the players walked into the arena, they went, oh, finally, an NHL arena.
Yeah. Mine are not corrective lenses, though, Phil. Or are they? Well, correct. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
I mean, all glass is technically a corrective lens.
Yeah, but at a certain age, you can't correct the vision anymore.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, it depends, I guess, on what the vision issue is.
Like, I know my middle son, he wore glasses when he was young, and his eyes got better, and he doesn't wear glasses anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my youngest wears glasses. I wear glasses, but I don't think my eyes are going to get better. Anyway. He mixes, his diabetes got better, and his vision improved. And I know for me, it's the opposite. My vision going not as bad, but it's because of my diabetes. Damn, Celebrini looks tiny. How big is he? He's what, 5'11"?
Might be 6 foot. I'll look it up.
I mean, Bedard was 5'10". He's doing fine.
Me and Lane Hudson's 5'10".
Lane Hudson's 5'10".
He's 5'11", 181.
So what is it they're showing him now? Why am I seeing a hockey game?
They're showing his highlights.
So in other words, and it is true. I mean, we got two things to announce, and it's going to take 5 minutes total. We're going to waste a lot of time in a half hour. Phil, we also used to die from a cut on our finger or anywhere.
That's what I'm trying to fix.
Right?
I cut my thumb a little bit. I'm trying to stop the bleeding.
You're bleeding from what?
When I was shaving here, my razor slipped, and when I caught it,
one
of the blades clipped my thumb.
Use electric.
Oh, I use my electric one to get down to where it's just like...
Yeah, you wouldn't get that close. No, I know you wouldn't get that close.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always...
I mean, it's good. It's just about there.
I don't use a razor anymore. That's why I always look like I need a shave. Sometimes need it more than other nights. All right, can we get down to this here shit? Is that Cole Caulfield? No, who is that? Is that Celebrini with them?
Yeah, that's Matt Celebrini.
Oh, okay. Looking
so
like
good.
Uncomfortable and awkward.
Meanwhile, in his head, he's going, I want to play with Lane. I want to play with Lane. I want to play with Lane. I want to play with Lane.
What? Okay. Oh, boy. How far in are we? I mean, that's 13 minutes of wasted time we just went through. Better be worth it, man. So they're showing the draft lottery odds. All the teams. Oh, I should do this here so I can hear what the freaking hell they're saying. All right, that'll help.
They're Bettman on talking to Booch. I'm gonna look at you. I don't want to look at Gary Bettman.
Hang on a second. What's going on? Talk now? Matt, talk?
Hello.
Yeah, I was getting nothing. I don't know.
No. I got Bettman on the TV. That's why I'm looking this way.
Yeah, his mouth and his words don't match up. I better rejig this. Did he come on to say, I'm actually a vampire and I'm here to suck the blood out of the NHL? Is that what he said? What amazing announcement did he announce?
You're just talking about the Sphere in Vegas. It's so sick. Last time Alicia and I were there, they had just finished it. It was really cool. Here we go.
I'm still here on the explanations.
16.
Here we go.
St. Louis.
You're too far ahead of me.
15. Detroit. 14. Pittsburgh. So far, they're in order.
Yeah.
So San Jose gets that pick. So San Jose's got 14th overall.
Right. Okay, they just announced it for me here. That one.
13.
J-Fed's on 13.
Minnesota. I turned I zoomed in on you and me because I didn't want to get any spoilers in the comments.
Oh, okay.
Philly stays at 12.
I'm turning my volume off there for that. I'll listen to you. Turn the volume off, dude. Philly stays at 12. That's where I'm at. Alex is disappointed, you think? They stayed at 12.
$11. Buffalo.
Buffalo at 11. Hey, I'm wondering why am I on
10.
To be?
New Jersey.
New
So
Jersey.
still in order.
So we're at 9. We're going to 9 now?
Correct. Oh, Cole Eiserman did break Caulfield's U.S. national
He did.
team
He did.
by a goal.
Yep. I knew that already. Heard it was a couple of days ago. Was announced.
I knew he was close. I didn't know if he did it or not.
Well, he had tied him, and then the next game he got one.
9. Calgary.
Calgary. Good. I'm glad Calgary didn't move ahead of us.
8. Seattle. Still in order. 7. Ottawa Senators.
Yes.
6.
Fuck, we're getting there. Utah. So we're gonna still
we're
pick
at 5th. We're at 5th or better.
We're not picking worse than 5th.
5th overall goes to Columbus. Montreal.
Okay, we're 5th. I'm happy with 5th.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
with
sure. I would have, but I didn't expect it. You see, I didn't expect it. I didn't get all. I'm good.
Oh, 5th is fine. More than happy there.
Well, okay, you announced it. I didn't see it. I'm at Montreal. I want a Ginla. I'm sorry. I don't know. I want a Ginla. That's who I want.
Oh, I'm cool with the Ginla. More than happy with Tija Ginla.
I feel there will be other, like Lindstrom could be there. I still want them to take a
4th.
Ginla.
Columbus.
Wow. Chicago better not fucking get Chicago.
I'll lose my fucking mind.
Third better be Chicago.
Commercial.
Well, of course. Third better be Chicago. Right? Don't you think? Right, everybody? Better be. Or we're all marching down to the NHL headquarters tonight. No, we're not doing
that. Better be fucking Chicago. I'll lose my mind.
Anaheim's going to have first pick. JVED prefers Chicago to win out of those three? Yuck. No. I mean, you're allowed to want that. I don't know why. You're so happy that the Sets didn't win the lottery? Who's the Sets?
Sens.
Sens. Oh, yeah. I should have thought of that. They're going to what? Do another 100 commercials?
Probably.
Who would be Barnaby Ab? You think? I mean, if you got Demidov or you got Celebrini, are you trading that pick? Right? Because I mean, if you want it that bad, don't you think they do too? They can't do that with this here, Phil. No trades to be announced. That's the draft. Now we just got to get through these goddamn commercials. We should have had a bet and see how many commercials they were going to play. Over under. Yeah, here goes another one. Well, how many is that? 7, 8? I think over under should have been at 7. Is Berkeley Catton for who? At 3?
Oh, they got Celebrini at 6 foot now.
Oh, well, he grew. He's at an age where he could still grow.
Okay. 3.
Chicago better not get it.
Anaheim.
Chicago gets one of the top 2 picks.
Yep. It's right now. It's staying in order.
No, you know, as a league, they're shameless.
First overall pick. San Jose. Whew.
I'm glad for that. It's not. But second, no. I'm still mad. That's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago's going to get Demidov. So it stayed in order.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. No one moved. I don't really mind in general, but not if Chicago got one of the top 2 picks. That's absolutely disgusting. It's still, I don't care what they go with. It's disgusting that after what they got caught doing, and they win first and second picks 2 years in a row. That's disgusting. And then Ottawa loses a first-round pick in the next two years. For what? compared to what Chicago did.
It's thrilled. Yeah, it's
Disgusting. I'm disgusted with the NHL right now.
Like Macklin, so.
I still, honestly, I still don't think it was rigged. The problem is that Chicago shouldn't be there. They should have got removed from for the next 5 years, in my opinion. The 2 that have happened and the next 3. Am I watching what game? Is the game on? Is there a game on?
Right after this.
Oh, am I going to watch the game? Who's playing? I don't even know.
The Rangers and the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know this is disgusting that Chicago didn't move back. Although, listen, I'm not gonna go. If you're gonna come at me with it's rigged, it's rigged. No, I still don't. I don't believe that.
I mean, it stayed in order.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it's rigged. But I'm still disgusted that Chicago. No, it's just more that, like I said, Chicago shouldn't be allowed to be there. That's it. Flat out. They shouldn't be allowed to be there. It's Gary. I definitely agree with that, Matt. Gary Bettman could have made that decision, and he didn't. Yeah. Well, I don't like Bettman, so. Again, I don't think I ever will again either, to be honest. Well, maybe if at a time when that management is all gone, maybe then.
Celebritti's he's not happy.
He's not happy going to San Jose?
Nope.
Did he say that?
The way his mannerisms when he was talking, he was just like, man, it's cool.
Yeah, I see. That's in that way, I feel for some of these guys. Sometimes you don't have a choice,
right?
But at least you got to go there. I mean, everybody else faces the same thing.
No, without a doubt.
You got to go where you're picked. You got to go where you're picked. If you don't like it, well, you got to wait till you have the opportunity to move. I feel for him for that. But as far as the Sharks, they kind of needed this.
They did.
They got nothing. I mean, who knows? He's going there and he's got nothing.
I mean, right? I have Will Smith. But Will Smith, I think.
Okay, but I mean, basically,
center,
he's got some years where they're going to be starving years. Well, the results are in. We now know where Montreal is going to pick. We can start putting together some options of who they might pick there. So draft prospect videos. So that's Absolutely. Good. And we'll be doing that. Although the draft, it's still a little away. So I'm not sure when we're going to start. For me, I don't know when I'm going to start doing those. But we'll get them done. It'll be They'll be in the gutter. San Jose? Yeah, San Jose is not going to be a good team for it. Unless Mike Greer works magic somehow. But what will happen is that they'll finish on the bottom. They'll get good picks every year. And that's what you got to do. But I think it's still going to be a while for them.
Oh, it is. It's going to be a long while before San Jose is in contention for anything. And like I said, I mean, I feel for him because he could sign his ELC right now and play NHL hockey and be fine. He's ready to go.
Can I do this to Matt? Not Matt, to Cam. He just said no Celebrini for you. Here, Cam. I wasn't expecting him, to be honest. I wasn't, and I didn't get myself all excited.
No, I wasn't expecting it.
I didn't think it would happen, and I didn't want to be disappointed. So I'm not, because I didn't think it would happen.
No, and look, I mean, fifth overall still. Because we need a forward, fifth is perfect.
Fifth is with who's out there and all that stuff, fifth is fine. We're going to get a really good.
Oh, without
player.
a doubt. Well, without a doubt. We're in good shape.
For the kid to request a trade, I think so. Well, maybe he can do like Cutter Gauthier did. No? Except that, I mean, Celebrini is going to be playing for San Jose next season. All he could do is stay in college if he wants to avoid it, right?
Yeah. I mean, he could if he really wanted to.
Yeah, that's all he can do is stay in college and avoid it. And I think if they don't sign him, there's a time frame they have to sign him, and then he can either become a free agent or go back in the draft. I think it's one of the two. I'm not sure which. Sorry, Snowflake. Who's a snowflake? Who you calling a snowflake? There, Matt Vader. Yeah, I want Ginla. That's who I want. I think at 5, you might I think they'd still do it, and you might say it's a stretch. It's not so much. He's moved up a lot.
Well, it's not even that, too, right? When you look at the forwards that are there, after Demidov, like the next 2 wings in that area from 5 to 10 or 12, it's TJ Ginla and then Cole Eiserman. All the other forwards are centers.
Well, no, there's this kid Seneke, and I'm hearing really
is he a
good.
Wing?
Yeah, and I'm hearing really good things about him. He's got the kind of game that they would go for, and I'm hearing that he's probably going to go way higher than he's in the top 15 for McKenzie, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Will it happen? I don't know. I think though at 5, I don't think it's a big stretch to reach for Ginla if that's the guy you've got targeted.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like not in the way
I do think Cole Eiserman's name should be mentioned too. Mainly because he's that bona fide, another bona fide goal scorer that they need. But I think it'll be between those two. I think it'd be less of a reach or a stretch per se with the Ginla, but I think they're going to be looking hard at those two guys.
I think Ginla gives you that game that we wanted from Ryan Leonard. That's why we wanted Ryan Leonard.
Yeah,
he gives you that kind of a game. His pedigree is top notch.
I don't just look.
It's who I want. It's who I want.
I have no problem with either of those two.
So I usually don't get it right, unfortunately, and so it probably isn't going to be a Ginla, but that's who I want. No, it's no longer just a gut thing. When I've 2 months now, I've been saying I got this gut feeling, and then everybody's on the bandwagon with it, and I've become more of it's who I want. So am I right? I don't know. We'll see. And with Hughes and the scouting. The scouting staff for Montreal, I don't think that we can look at it and go, they're going to take again. I don't know. They could go in a way like they could take a Seneke or somebody else that you might not think.
Maybe Berkeley Catton's name I know has been mentioned.
Yeah, there's guys there. There's guys there that.
Yeah,
the point
like I said too. Even Cole Eiserman, I think they're going to be looking hard at him.
Even there. Whoever they're gonna pick, there's a good player there for us this time.
A very, very good player.
And then I think that it'll be a more of a consensus that everybody likes this pick than it has been the last 2 years. It won't be a pick where it's like, man, honestly, I can't believe.
Whichever forward they take there, whether it's a Ginla, whether it's Eiserman, Catton,
I don't think we'll get that.
Seneca.
I don't think we'll get that.
People I think will be happy with it. Because I think either one of those guys could be a really good top 6 forward.
There's players there. Like I said, I want to Ginla, but if they pick somebody else, there's players there that I'm going to still be happy with.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt. So,
without a doubt. Like I said, Cole Eiserman is basically Cole Caulfield 2.0, except bigger and stronger. And you just got to round his game out. But he's going to BU. Pandolfo around his game out. Kent Hughes and Gordon, they love their Hockey East guys. They know what, they love BU. Both their kids go to BU, so they know that program better than probably you or I do. And I've been watching college hockey my whole life. So like I said, that's why I think you can't really, put Cole Eisman to the side because I think they do really like him a lot, and they like that he's going there, and that he's gonna play with their kids. So if they end up taking him, they're gonna know him really well.
Habs Absolutely Hockey says, if the Habs take Iginla, Kent Hughes is on something. Am I on something? Yeah, I am, I guess. But is that why I want Iginla? No.
I think Iginla's a very good hockey player. Like
I
I said, I mean, there's a lot of,
there's a lot of good guys out there.
You got to look at wingers because I don't really think that we need a center right now. I think Kirby Dach healthy is a second line center, so I think they're going to draft a wing. Reagan and I said there's a lot of good names there. Iginla.
Yeah. My opinion is
Seneca,
this.
Yzerman.
My opinion is this. I think they might take Caden Lindstrom. Got the size. He's got all this stuff that they want. I've heard though he's got a bad back. That's the thing. He's back issues. But I mean, I can see them taking Lindstrom, even though he's a center winger, so he'll fit the winger slot. But I mean, I want Iginla. I don't know that Lindstrom will be there either. Lindstrom could go before 5.
Right. No, I agree. I think Anaheim's probably gonna because obviously they just traded.
They're going for probably a different.
And they got Gauthier coming. They already have a pretty solid group of young forwards. I think they're gonna go D with that third overall. I mean, and then Columbus kind of needs everything. So I mean, that would be I could see them going either way, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I think they're
going to go with a D because I think 2 D are going to go in the top 5.
No, I agree. And I mean, we know that something's going on with Yerechek there. So,
yeah, and there's a good chance that it's like that. And then so there's a good chance at 5, Lindstrom is there. Catton is there. Iginla's there. Yzerman is there. So they're getting a good player. That's the point, right?
Right.
That's the point. And if they pick any one of those 4 guys, like I'm not going to be. I wanted Iginla. Yeah, I wanted Iginla, but you're getting a great player, great prospect, and that's what I want.
Yeah, and look, I think I think Ricky would agree with me too. Like whoever they end up picking is gonna, I have full trust in the scouting department and Gordon and Hughes to pick, the perfect player for us. I do. Like I think whoever they end up picking is gonna end up being a great player and a really good fit for us because we know what they look for, right? Because I mean, it's not just the on ice stuff. They gotta check all the boxes. They're not gonna.
Yeah. I don't know exactly.
I don't think they're going to make it bad.
It's going to come down to really. And I just want to say, Huzu, yeah, you got it right, buddy. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I don't think they're going to pick based on how we look at it, right? They have a system that's different than how we look at it, and I'm going to rely on them that they pick the guy that they wanted. I've been happy the last 2 years, so I'm gonna be fine with it. Whoever that is.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel that Iginla kind of checks those boxes.
No, I agree, and I think just that pedigree, right?
Pedigree, character-wise, I think there's.
I agree with you. I think it's honestly, and again, I think it's going to be a tough decision regardless with those guys there, but I think it is going to come down to probably Iginla and Yzerman. Right, and maybe throw in like a Berkeley Catton, right? I think but I think from what I've gathered, from what I've heard, they really like Iginla and Yzerman. I think it's going to come down to those 2. But again, any of the players that are available, they're going to be very friggin' good players. So yeah. I'm going to be happy.
BL asks, are you guys convinced that they will not go best player available and pick a defenseman?
They're not taking a fucking defenseman. That'd just be fucking dumb.
You know why? Here's why. I would say if the defensemen were head and shoulders above, then I would say yes. they might take a defenseman. I don't think that they're good defensemen. I don't know if they're head and shoulders above the forwards that are going to be available
Right.
to them. And I think at this point, I think with the scoring that's needed and all that, they're getting a guy here that could really push them and that rebuild forward. And potentially, because it's all potential. So no, I don't think defense. Like I think they'll say good and also good. We're going to go with what we need because we judge that to be the same or in that ball.
No, and I agree.
And he said that, and he has said that, Hughes. That's what they do.
Right, but I mean, if you just look at what we're working with now, I mean, it may, unless like you said, unless this defenseman is head and shoulders above the forwards, it makes zero sense to take another defenseman.
Yeah,
it's already a friggin' log jam and a half.
PL wants the arguments. Is Rick, you didn't want Reinbacher, but if you watched last year's stream, it took us about 5 minutes to think that through. We already knew a little bit about Reinbacher, and we were on board. So it's what I'm saying here. I'm not saying anything different.
Yeah. And look, and a lot of it for me too last year was like, because again, and I'm not. I mean, there are other fans that kind of see the big picture here, but you and I, we talk about this all the time, right? Like we see what they're building. So like, when I was thinking about that, and I went, you know what? I trust them. I like what they're doing. Like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna, when we drafted Reinbacher, I said, you know what? I like what they're building. I can see what they're building. They know what they're doing.
Exactly. And BL says it took us 5 minutes for the Kool-Aid to kick in. I don't drink Kool-Aid. It's Rockstar and juice. Okay? And it's purple juice. Okay? Oh no, what is it? What do they call that? Dave Chappelle?
Mm-hmm.
No, what do they call it? Drink.
I don't know.
It's Rockstar and purple drink. Okay? Yeah, I'm feeling pleased with myself now.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited for the draft. I'm excited to see who we pick. Who's going to be the next kind of cog in this rebuild? Like I said, I think it's plain as day for anyone that really sees what's being built. That these guys know what they're doing, and we're full speed ahead right now. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who we pick.
Me too.
Habs,
absolutely. Yeah, your opinion is your opinion, and you're allowed it 100%.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Oh,
Argentino has Yzerman outside the top 5. Central Scouting has him slipping from 2 to 10. Yeah, Yzerman is actually everywhere I see is outside the 10. Actually from 10 to 13.
It's because his game's not as well rounded as people thought. But again, I think his scoring ability is probably the third best in this draft. Like just pure goal scoring ability.
But we have guys with that. This is why I'm seeing for
and we do absolutely.
Iginla gives us a forward that we kind of don't have, or everything we were hoping Josh Anderson would be without his huge size. But this is what I'm saying. That power forward,
I agree with that.
That a little different than Slav. And for the second line, it's like a Slav, another guy like Slav in a way for that second line. And I don't think Yzerman gives you that. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No. I think you're right, because Cole Yzerman really he's a pure. Basically, it's like this, right? If you want to, and I like that you use basically again. There's like another Slav for the second line. I think Cole Yzerman is basically Cole Caulfield for the second line.
But we got
not really that well rounded.
I think if you look at it and say, well, here's what we've already got. This is where we're going. Do we kind of change up by bringing in an Yzerman, or do we bring in a guy like Iginla that actually fits right into what's here and where we're going? That's why I'm saying I think it's still Iginla over Yzerman, and maybe over others too.
No,
except Lindstrom. I think Lindstrom could be the guy though, because Going into this, I was actually hoping they go back 2 because I think at 7 it's going to be Iginla. At 5, though, I think they could go a different way because they'll have their options will be opened a little bit, right? Because they'll have Lindstrom should be there, something like that, right? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, I'm cool with Lindstrom. Like I said, there's like 4 or 5 guys that I think are all worthy of that 5th overall pick. You know, that's
it. There's more than one guy. There's 5, 6, 7 guys if you include defenseman and forward. I think that they could realistically look at, and maybe that would be the guy. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
So so it'll be interesting to see who we pick to do the videos about. And it's going to be interesting to do the videos because it seems like I haven't done one of those in like forever. I don't know why. I know it was last season, but. Aiken, I had read something about him having some back issues, but I have to admit, only read it in one spot, and I haven't heard that anywhere else about Lindstrom. So I don't know if it's true or not. If it's true, that could give them reason to think twice. If it's not, then I don't see why they would. And I do think that at 5th, there's a good chance they'll go Lindstrom. A lot to do with size, and it's the same talent level. So, you know, they might be saying another center, big size, like that's not a bad thing either, you know?
Yeah.
But I still have this thing for Iginla, that's all.
Yeah.
You think, Ghislain, Chicago would go with a defenseman over Demidov? I kind of don't think so, but maybe
I doubt it because that's Bedard's winger.
Maybe at 6 point. Well, that's true. You got to think of it in that term too, right? Is they need guys to play with Bedard, Demidov, and Bedard. I can't see them not taking Demidov.
Oh, I agree.
Stupid not to take Demidov when you think about that, right?
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Did you see Slav's goal today in the World Championships?
No, I didn't. I just saw an interview with him in Slovakian. Slovakian, that which I.
Oh, dude, you gotta go. You gotta watch his goal. He went through like 5 dudes and sniped it.
Yeah, no, I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. I don't know why the game. It went to the game. I guess the game's not on this channel because it's now just turning.
Because I saw the highlight on Twitter today and like. Felt bad for Caulfield because Caulfield tried to like play the body on him, and then Slap just went woof.
Oh, they were playing against each other. They were playing against each other. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Caulfield was like, "Ah, shit! I forgot. I can't play the body on this guy." And Slap was gone.
While we're here,
well, it was a rocket, Aiken. It was he ripped that thing.
Does anybody have an idea? Anybody have an idea where the Winnipeg pick is going to land, or we don't know yet? Now that round 1 is over, don't we have an idea?
Let me check the stand. Hold on, I gotta check the standings.
Because my next question would be, what do you think they do with that pick? Aiken says 24 to 27, so it's still not nailed down to a spot, right? But I mean, that's close enough. It's still close. Aiken says, yeah, second round has to do with how it ends up. I wasn't sure if that was the case, but I thought that it might be the case that they got to wait till after the second. Then you know for sure exactly where it is. Okay, still question. What do they do with that?
I think 24. I think it's going to be 24.
It'll still be 24 to 27, but it depends on how the second round turns out.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think it does depend on the second round, so we're still not 100%. But still, what do? They keep that, or they trade that away? And I have no idea at that point in the first round who, like, I haven't I haven't researched it at all, really. I don't know who's going to be.
Well, Cole Hudson will be available around there, and I saw a comment the other day, and I nearly shit my pants.
That is one name I'm hearing, either with that pick or the first pick in the second round for Cole Hudson.
Well, did you see what I sent in the group chat the other day? They had his card up in his comps. Did you look at his comps?
I don't know how to really read that out anyway.
One of his comps, I'm not joking, you can look at the picture, is Bobby Orr.
For Cole Hudson?
Yeah.
Well, then someone was higher than I am when they said that.
Either that or like the Hudson family just has those genes.
Not to say that he's not going to be good or anything, but if he was that, why is he going in the second round? That's where they project him
because
to go.
Of his size. Same reason why Lane Hudson went late in the second round.
Right, so they're not, again, nobody learns from previous history. All right, I'm good with that.
No, and I mean, I haven't seen Cole Hudson play yet. So I'm going to, until I see him play at BU next year, which BU's going to be so sick again. Because they're getting Yzerman and Cole Hudson.
Great recruiting. They got great recruiting.
I still think Lane's the better of the three brothers. And I know Lane Hudson's comps right now. I think are Adam Fox and Quinn Hughes. I don't know. But no, I gotta watch.
I mean, Lane was, I guess, he froze.
No, I gotta watch Cole play. But I would just snag him with that pick. Be cool.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I can say Nikita Artamanov. I've not heard of him either. That person needs to be drug tested? What person?
Oh, the comp. Because I was just looking at it and I saw Bobby Orr as a comp. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what?
Well, that person. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I like that. I mean,
I was like, no, I was like, listen, if we're being serious here, then like he needs to go first overall.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because BL and I agree on Bobby Orr as the best player ever. There's one thing we agree on, and TV shows.
BL,
we don't agree.
I agree with you here. It's just what was on the chat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, to me, that's crazy.
I still think Lane Hudson's the better of the brothers. That's just what was on the chart, and that's why I was like,
it's crazy, or it's high praise, and maybe he's that. I mean, I don't know, but that's a hell of a thing to have to live up to. So BL also thinks they'll look at those 4-rated Quebecois players. I'm sure they'll look at them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also wondering. I think there's a really solid chance that they trade that pick.
Yeah, honestly, depending on how they feel, like I said, because I think Jordan Harris is moved either at the draft or like sometime over the summer. Like they could package that pick, a guy like Harris and maybe another prospect or something, and they could get like an NHL an NHL to slot right in the lineup. There's a lot.
No, I think that's the plan for it, but will they be able to pull it off? I think that's the thing, right?
Right.
To me, I think that's the plan. They've kind of said that they're open to do a deal like that again, which means they're looking for one of those deals. So it's whether do they find one or not. If they find one, they're trading that pick. If not, well, then they're going to pick somebody from there.
Right. And
I mean, that's the only
option. And I know Kirby Dach blew his knee out, but I mean, the last 2 times they did that, I'd say that both of those trades have worked out with Newhook and Kirby Dach.
Yeah,
and I know Dak got hurt, but I mean, you and I both saw what he was going to do if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I think this season, I mean, it'll be proved out.
Yeah,
it'll be proved out, or it'll be proved that he is injury prone, and that's the way it is. Because I agree. Some guys are just injury prone. It does happen. Renegade Man says he feels the first 5 picks could be forwards. I mean, they could be, but it doesn't seem like that would be the case.
I doubt it. I think Anaheim's going defense. I don't think they really need a forward right now.
Yeah, I think there's at least one defenseman in the top 5, and possibly 2. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, definitely, I think top 2 forwards, and I think Montreal forwards. So I think you got 3 there. But good arguments to say that the other two will be defensemen. I mean, that 6'7" guy, he's got to be. Like, if you're looking for a defenseman, you're picking down there. You got to be looking at that guy. Yeah. And then there's 2 or 3 other defensemen that could go there. So
it wouldn't show. I mean, William could probably go. Like if Columbus wants a puck moving D-man, like they could take Boehm.
But he's again a bit with the size issue, isn't he?
I think he's it might be the same size as Hudson, just a little bit like more muscle.
I think he is. I think he's the same size as Hudson. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's going to fall far from that, but I think he's in the top 10. I think he's a little back, near the end of the top 10.
Yeah.
Where he's rated, I mean, where McKenzie has him, that's a good likelihood he's going to go somewhere there.
I agree. No, BL, I just mean in the sense that they found a player there, and I think he's poised to break out. Like again, I know he blew his knee out in the second game, but I mean, if you watch that Toronto game, I mean, you could tell like this kid's about to break
but
out.
It's fair to say, as BL that you got this year is the one that'll tell for sure. Like
absolutely,
the question has to still be there about him. I agree.
No, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I may feel one way, not that way, but I mean that question still has to be there until he proves that he can.
But I think Newhook trades worked out. Newhook's great. I like Newhook in the top 6.
Yeah, I like Newhook in the top 6 too. You think Newhook's gonna Hughes is gonna find a way to flip Anderson? I'm at the point where. Yeah, I think they'll give him. I think they're going to give him some more time, but I don't know. I think I like that contract also might hinder moving him. So
yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think too, I mean, like they're getting to the point where pieces are going to start falling in, are at the point where they're going to start to fall into place, and I don't think Josh Anderson has a place on this team in the next, they might give him another year, but I think that's it. If
can't live out that contract anymore. That seems.
I don't see a place for me. I think pieces are starting to really fall into place.
Yeah, and unless he turns it around in a big way, I don't think he can be here, like you say, past at the most 2 years.
Yeah.
At the most, right? But next year, I can see them.
Again, this is because I've watched him a lot. Like I think Luke. I think Luke Tuck takes his spot.
There's guys that can.
I think that's his role, and Luke Tuck isn't as fast as Anderson, but he's got the size. But what Luke Tuck kind of brings to the game that Anderson doesn't is like Luke Tuck is a force down in front of the net in the corners. That's where he does his best work. And he is super strong. He's like Jaden Struble, where like he doesn't look strong, but the man can push weight. Like he fights in front of the net. A lot of his goals are like those dirty work. Just waiting for pouncing on rebounds, setting screens, getting tips. He's really good too on the power play, like a guy to keep down below to get the pucks out of the corners. That's just what his type of game, and I think that is a lot better to slot into this lineup than what Anderson can bring right now, especially if he can't rebound.
But they might have to see if he can rebound because you're gonna, you want to max out your value if you can.
No, absolutely.
So I can see them give him an opportunity to rebound, but still trade him because then the value will be up. I think they might have to do that because of the contract.
Yeah, I mean, unless a team will take him as like a throw-in, but yeah.
Yeah,
but again,
if he can work.
I see someone like Luke Tuck taking that spot, taking the roster spot from him. I really do.
Yeah, no, I can see that too at this point. I definitely can see that too. Renegade Man asks an interesting question: if the Habs choose to another defenseman at 5 or 6, but it's 5, so we don't have to worry about 6, would we be upset?
To take a D-man?
I got to say, I probably would be, yes.
I probably would be too. It just doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think one of the reasons why Hugh said that they like that option was there, that if that is the best guy, they would still do that, because I think that could be the case for them. I think they want fans to like, I think that it's a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Diversion, like saying that, even though they know where they're kind of going, I think it's just that so that you can't pin them down on anything. I don't think Hughes likes to be pinned down like that on what he's going to do. So I think that's it. So yeah, I'd say I'm going to be. Am I going to be upset to the point where I'm going to scream and yell and go crazy on social media? No. I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a lick of sense to take a D-man whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think a D.
You gotta take a forward there.
Yep. The PLD, I don't even really want to go over PLD again. We dodged a bullet. Yes, that's it. It's overdone. It ain't coming back up again. No need to talk about it.
No, I'm good.
In my opinion. BL, have fun with that. No, I'm serious. I'll be upset about a defenseman this year because they did it last year. I think D, they can, if they feel they still need D, they can find it. I don't think they need to go with what. And besides, the guy that they probably would go with, that big guys, should be gone by 5, I would think.
And they don't really need Zeev because we already have Lane Hudson. There's really and Logan Mayu waiting in the wings. So like, there's
no, they're going.
It just doesn't make any sense.
They're going for a forward.
Yeah.
To quote GM Kent Hughes, listen, I think what I've said in the past is all things equal, we would draft a forward, and I think that remains the case. But that's what the all things equal is what I'm talking about earlier. If there's defensemen that they feel are in the same bracket, but there's forward in the same bracket, they will go with the need over the best player available because there's multiple best players available.
Yeah.
That's what he means by that. And they already know who's there. So they already have a good idea where they're going. And if he said that, they're leaning towards a defenseman, forward, I mean. They're leaning towards that forward.
Yeah.
So unless something comes up between now and then, they're going forward.
Yeah.
That's how I believe. All right, we'll give it the last few minutes. Say we'll stay another 5.
Sure.
So if you still have any questions, let's get on with it. That sounds nasty. We're here for another 5 minutes. Whatever you want to ask, please go ahead and do that. Am I technically retired, semi-retired? So I'm not technically semi-retired. I am semi-retired. Who gets the Jets' job? Berube, excuse me, or is he going to be the new Leafs coach? Where else? There's somewhere else that there's a rumor for him, but definitely Leafs is definitely a rumor for him. And I've heard for the Jets too. So yeah. Why did I hear of Berube going somewhere else? And I have no idea where that else place is. Yeah, so
Seattle, maybe?
Where?
Seattle.
I don't know that I've heard Seattle.
I'm just trying to think of teams with coaching vacancies.
No, I know that, but I mean, I'm saying what I've heard rumors for.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard those 2 teams definitely. You got to think they're going to look at. But the thing is with the Leafs, did you see they postponed their Shanahan and Trey Living and somebody else? They postponed it from Thursday to Friday. So what does that mean? Does that mean because there's rumors that they're seriously going to make another shot at this without changing much?
Well, then they're insane.
Because if they don't
The
fire,
definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
but look at how has Keefe not already been said that he's fired?
I know.
How is that not like? Okay, maybe not the night they lost, but the next day.
Well, I mean, if you watch his last couple press conferences, he's talking in a way like he knows he's done.
Yeah, but still, how is it not announced yet?
Oh, I agree. I don't know how Shanahan still has a fucking
So
job.
it's like the possibility is still there. They're going to go another year with this guy and try again.
Dangle blows top. Like
I think the fans are done with Keefe. I think they are.
I think the fans are done with the.
But Keefe for sure.
With this plan, like doesn't work. It's never going to work. It hasn't worked. You got to make a change. You got to make changes, and until Shanahan's gone, it's not going to happen.
That's the other team there. Will Hodder's got it. New Jersey for Berube.
Oh, okay.
Berube. It's Berube. Excuse me. I'm in Quebec, so here it's pronounced a little differently.
I don't know how Shanahan
is good as dead. Maybe, because I kind of would have thought. Like you're gonna hear Keefe is fired right away, right? Shanahan firing Keefe, or Trey Living, right? One of the two firing Keefe. Then somebody's firing those guys, or at the very least Shanahan, right?
Trey Living, I think, is safe. I mean, he's only had 1 year and he's pretty handcuffed, so I can see him being safe. Shanahan's got to go. Keefe's got to go. You got to move Marner or Tavares. You got to do something there.
Trey Living is safe only if the guy that they replace Shanahan with, if that's his guy. If not, he's not safe. But I can see them saying, well, the new guy will fire the GM. Because you need somebody in place until these guys are hired anyway.
Right.
So that's what will happen if you ask me. And I just don't understand why that hasn't happened yet. That's all.
I agree.
Pushing it to Friday is the way of buying time. It sounds like Shanahan is safe, but not Keefe. No, Keefe is done. Got to be done. But how can Shanahan be safe? Even Blended Family says, as a Leafs fan, we're done with Keefe, Shanny, and Marner. Oddly enough, Marner's your best playoff performer. Ahead of Matthews.
Yeah,
Did you see what Marner said? Did you see what Marner said about them being gods?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, they treat us like kind of like gods, to be honest. Yeah. Who are you, man? Yeah,
I was gonna say, Blended. I would have thought Nylander is gonna be right there. There's no way that Marner's outperformed Nylander in the playoffs.
No barking.
Yeah.
I thought I had turned my mic off. I guess I hadn't. Ray, stop it.
Yeah, I was gonna BL. I didn't Blended. I tend to agree with you. I think it's Nylander.
Marner said he will invoke his NTC. Well, like a god should, don't you think?
He's got a photo booth clause, so he can't move him unless he accepts it, and I doubt he's going to accept it.
Born to be a Hab.
I think Marner's the softest out of that core, too. I mean, it's close between him and Tavares, but I think Marner is like, I don't know why. Every time I look at him, every time I hear him talk, he just screams bitch. Like, he just screams out. Like, if you were to put a sign above his head, it would just say, I'm a bitch. I don't know why. He just
I'm a bitch. I'll be right back.
It seems like that.
Cat out. Go ahead.
See, I think Morgan Riley should be the captain of the Maple Leafs. John Tavares should not be. They got
to buy out Tavares, and I would trade Matthews. It's proven that they don't win with Matthews. They do better without him. Their record when Matthews is not there and injured, whatever, is pretty good. Like, I think they don't need Matthews.
I would agree.
But will they trade Matthews?
They're not going to trade Matthews and Nylander, not with those extensions kicking in. It's got to be Marner. And then they'll buy out Tavares or something. But
no, I get it.
Is just about washed.
But again, I get it. But it's still a mistake, right? I think it's Matthews that is the problem there. And Tavares.
Tavares is definitely a problem. I think they're gonna have to buy him out. I mean, he's not captain material. He's washed. I think it's safe to say that he's washed at this point in his career.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
I can't even look at that guy.
To be the captain of that team.
I can't even look at him. I look at him and go like, how do you even look at yourself in the mirror, dude? How do you get up in the morning? I mean, be better. We were there, man. We were right there. We were right there. Right where? Right where? In the handshake line, you were right there. Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't. And honestly, like Morgan Riley and his locker cleanout presser, kind of like you could tell, like he's pretty done with this current group. Like and again, which is why I think Morgan Riley should be captain, because I just think he's got the stones to lay into people when need be. Like I think he knows what needs to happen with that team, and I think honestly he might be a little pissed off that he's not captain. But I've always thought Morgan Riley should be the captain of that team.
But anyway, Tavares won't be captain next year. Right? They can't. If they come back like that, I mean, that's we can. Listen, another year we get lots to laugh at. No, I did not buy a pit bull. That is my little pit bull. Yes. Marner has 1 goal and 3 points in the playoffs beyond the game. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm saying overall, 57 playoff games for Marner, 50 points. It is. I don't know how many, but Matthews is just under him. Then it is Nylander. Then Riley, and then there's a drop off in points, and you got Tavares with 24 and 38 games or some shit like that. But I mean, the top 4, I mean, is that. So Marner, believe it or not, is the best performer in the playoffs.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe because I barely even notice him in the playoffs. I usually see Nylander.
He's got 50 points in 57 games. I mean, that's not, for a guy who gets a point a game in the regular season, that's a fallback, right? You're supposed to get up it, not drop back, right? So he's not a playoff performer, but he still is decent numbers. What I'm going to say. What am I next? You're not trading a centerman who scores 60 plus a year. JT has 1 year left. He won't be bought out. Then strip him of his captaincy. He ain't leading you shit nowhere. Nowhere. I mean, you know what? A captain who wants everything in the last, I don't know how many years he's there. And then so they lose again this year. And he comes out and he wants to make you think that they were right there. Right there. No, they should have then beat Boston. Boston was there to be had. And they didn't do it. So they weren't right there. Because it only would have got harder.
Look at Morgan Riley's presser. I mean, you could tell the way he was talking, like just his mannerisms. Like he was pissed. He knows that they can't keep going in this direction. But that's what I mean. Like I think Morgan Riley should be the captain. I don't think John Tavares is a good leader. And I think he's washed at this point.
Well, I guess I don't know. I agree. I agree. I guess they don't. We'll see what happens. We're gonna find out in the next little while.
Mitch is a good player. Every time I look at him, the word bitch comes into my mind. I just think he's soft. I think he's kind of a prima donna. I don't know what it is about him, but that's just the vibe I get. Mitch Marner.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he thinks he's a god. Obviously, why would he say what he said if he doesn't actually feel that way? Right? Did you see what he said, or you don't know what I'm talking about?
No. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, why would he say that unless he's a total asshole? He's a god. Who says that? Who would actually come out and say that?
Yeah.
What an idiot. Maybe he's a god of the idiots.
Yeah.
Travis Green got 4-year deal with the Sens. Why would they sign him for 4 years?
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's not smart. All right. Anyway, I said we were only going to go another 5, so we're way over that. Mitch is a good player, very good, but he's not a playoff performer. But that's what you want, though. You need a playoff performer. If you're going to be a team build, well, he's not a playoff performer. No, neither is he. And then you got no team that's going to go anywhere, which is the problem with Toronto. They're built for the regular season and not beyond, and it's proven. Watch the bidding war if that dummy owner in Carolina doesn't pay Brindamore. Yeah, Brindamore is he won't be out of work long. And you might see these teams that need a coach wait a little bit to see what's going to happen with Brindamore before they hire a coach. It was the first game. You know what? I said this might happen in the podcast we did. Boston, on that regular thing, they didn't get any time off really one day in between. Then just in the next game, Florida was off. They got to get back into that groove. I said it's a good possibility Boston wins that first game, and it's what happened.
Yeah, no, look, I thought going into that first game, I thought it was either going to be that or Florida was going to smack them. It was going to be one of the two.
One of the two, but
one of the two. And I told Ken that last night during the game. I go, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I don't think it means
it's going to go one of two ways. Either you guys are going to win, or you're going to get smacked. One of those two.
And I don't think.
I think it's going to be a really competitive series still. Yeah, I think it's back next game too. There'll be a lot more physicality.
It doesn't mean Boston's going to win the series because they won that game.
Right.
I don't expect Florida to play. I don't know. No, they had no offense. I don't expect that next game.
Oh, me neither.
Now, could Boston win? And I've seen this kind of stuff happen. It won't surprise me. I'm just not expecting. I expect. It wouldn't shock me if Florida wins the next four. That's what
Paul Maurice's coach team too. They're gonna. I mean, like I told Cam, like this is just game one. Like this series is gonna be a friggin' dogfight. Like
I mean,
Florida's gonna come out. They're gonna start playing more physical. They're gonna start banging bodies. Like
So it depends on how Boston reacts to that, and also I guess it depends on how Florida reacts to the loss. Which I don't think they're going to take kindly to it, obviously. And, so anyway, we'll see. It's early in that. All right, we're going to take off because Matt needs to go to bed. It's clear.
I am very tired.
Blended, sorry. You joined late. No worries. What do you and Matt have the Habs taking at number? Oh, who do we have? I want Iginla. But I think it'll be either Lindstrom or Iginla. So I'm going to give you those two. If Lindstrom's there, I think it's very likely they take Lindstrom. If he's already picked, I think they go Iginla. But I want Iginla.
No, I agree with that. I'd also throw Cole Eiserman's name in there. One of those three.
There you go. So there you go. All right, so we're taking off. I'm not sure when we're back, but we are doing the Habnormals podcast is tomorrow. It'll come out on Thursday, so please look for that. And Friday, not confirmed, but Friday night, Harry and I should be doing a question and answer. So look for that. I think it'll be on the other channel, though. And then for Saturday, I have no idea. Saturday Hockey Talk. Will I be doing a game or not? I don't know. Probably will because I don't get anybody in the room what playoffs are on. So I'll probably look at a game while we're doing that. So that's my week so far. Plan. That's it. Matt is going to work tomorrow, and he'll. That's what he's doing all week, working. There you go. And we're doing the podcast tomorrow. All right. I'm not going to waste your time. Harry will be in the podcast tomorrow. I'm sure he's happy that you're concerned about him, BL. But Harry is doing his own. If you're wondering why he's not here, it's because we're competing with that guy. Harry is on his own stream. Started at the same time I did. And he had some things planned, so we couldn't really meld the two together. And that's it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Go Habs go. 5th pick. We're going to get a good pick, and that's what matters. And that's it. I don't know. We'll be here to cover
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
We will be here to cover all that. Yeah, that definitely. That's good. Nice. to cover all the draft, the the free agency, and anything that comes up with the Habs. I'm going to be covering that, and I'm going to be getting used to doing videos again. So look for some videos coming out soon. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to stop talking. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out. And that's it. Ciao, everybody.
Later, peeps.
You know, just finding of the cursor. There you go.
The finding of the curse.